Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another session of Royal Cyber. I would appreciate if everyone can put their mic on mute so everyone can listen properly. Great, thank you. So I think again, thank you for joining this session today. So our today's session is a very interesting topic. It is on how AI can help uh, uh, software development project. Okay. So what you will learn today is AI is not just a trend anymore. It is a very important part of the modern software development cycle. So I think now companies are very much adopting AI in their software development process. And today I will be the presenter for this session. And I also have Mahavir and Rahul. They will be going over the demo. So we have a very interesting demo, and we will be using some of these tools and show you how using these tools, it is so easy to create a software in just a matter of minutes. Okay. Okay, so this is the agenda for today's session. So we will start with so in a software development lifecycle, there are a lot of different phases. So there is a requirements gathering phase, design phase, development phase, testing phase. So AI can help in all these different phases. And this is what we will show you as part of this slide. Then we will go over some of the important or famous tools which are out there, which a lot of these organizations are using. So we will go over some of those tools in detail. We will compare those tools, and we will also learn when to use these tools. And then on number three, we will do a demo. So again, this is a very interesting demo, and you will be surprised to see how easy it is to use these AI tools for all the phases, right? So we'll go from requirements phase to prototyping, then development, and then also management of the team. So all those phases, we will see how AI can really help make these processes much faster. Okay. And then we will go over the adoption, because that is a very key topic. I mean, these tools are great, but if you cannot have the team start using these tools in a proper way, you cannot measure the ROI properly, then I think there is no use of this. So we'll go over our adoption process, which we recommend, and we will also talk about our services, what Royal Cyber as a leader in digital transformation, what capability and services we provide to help our customers adopt these tools in their software development cycle. And then we will go over one of our case study. This is a case study where we have implemented these tools, and we have also seen some amazing results. So we have seen some major improvements in code development time, in making the code better, the quality of the code is better, team management. So we will show you how we did it and what different tools we are utilizing, and also our process, right, which we implemented as part of this customer. And then we have a quiz. So we have some prizes as well. I think we have three prizes. So there are 10 questions, and whoever the first three people will actually be able to win these gift cards as well, based on how fast you answer and how correct you answer these questions. Okay, so let's get started. So again, this is a very important slide. If you see this uh, from a AI perspective, in a software development lifecycle, AI is not just helping improving or helping developers write faster code. So it is also helping in a lot of other ways, right? For example, making the quality of the code better so that you are adhering to the right coding standards. It is also, I mean, improving in documentation, so you can automatically document all your code which you are writing. It can also help in requirements phase. So as we will see as part of the demo, that using one of the tool we are able to create child use cases very easily. We will create acceptance criteria very easily using AI tools. We will also create forecasting models. There are forecasting models which will predict if the project will go beyond the budget and beyond the timeline. So there are different tools which will identify these things, and that can help you make the entire project run better, faster, and also in a very cost effective manner. Okay, so in this slide, we have shown some of the tools, but this is again not a complete list of all the tools which are out there. There are a lot of tools available, and every day I see a lot of new tools coming. But these are some famous tools which are or popular tools which are currently being used by a lot of the top organizations. So LinearB is a very is a tool which is used for managing the team. So for example, if you want to in a live manner understand how many tickets a developer is working on, or how much time it is taking to resolve a specific ticket. Okay, so you can easily use this tool to identify those things. You can also forecast, so it can identify backlogs. It can go over the backlogs and identify that there are any dependencies which might come, which we have not taken care of as part of our planning. It will also forecast if there are any time delay or if there are any cost delay. So those kind of things can easily be managed by LinearB. Another very important tool is, or a very good tool to go over, is the DX AI assistant. So I think a lot of people might remember about writing those complex database queries. So now using this tool, you can use natural language processing and convert just words into complex queries. So this is a very important tool and can cut down a lot of your time writing those complex queries. GitHub Copilot, and there are other tools which we will also show. There is Bolt, and there is WindSurf. There are so many other tools in that range which can help you with writing the code. And along with the Bolt.new, it can also help you create prototypes without writing a single line of code. So you can create prototypes, you can approve those prototypes with your customer or the decision makers or the business team, and then also use this tool to write the basic code structure so that you can now use this to complete and make it production ready. So it can at least, cut down your prototyping and development time by at least 40 to 50%. So amazing tool, and we will show you as part of our demo, which we will show as well. Atlassian AI is a very good tool from a requirements perspective. So if you're working on a development project, scope creep is a very big problem. When we get requirements from the business team, it is only usually one liner, or very basic requirements. Now using this tool, it can help you identify the right questions you can ask to your business team. It can put more details. It can create user stories. It can also create acceptance criteria. It can help you, create task which can automate some of the things like clearing up your Jira board when the project is over. So all those things which are repeated tasks can easily be done using this tool, and it can be an automated manner. Again, these tools are very good, but one important thing to note over here is that this is not replacing an engineer. And this is a misconception which a lot of people have. It is actually empowering the engineer so that they can focus on more creative and innovative tasks. That is the main goal of this tool. And this is what we will see, that in future, people will be more empowered and they will be doing 2 times or 3 times more work what they are currently doing without these tools. This is just a comparison. And this is a very, important exercise which companies need to do as part of their strategy when adopting these tools. so that they know that which tools are important for their software development cycle and which tools to use when, right? So I put like a comparison sheet over here. Like for example, LinearB is used mainly for tracking work, managing projects, DXAI assistant, analyze data, database tasks. But I think again, this DXAI assistant tool also has capability for other areas as well. But they are very strong in the analyzing data, but not very strong in other areas. So we have to also find those tools which are stronger in certain areas, and then also the tools which are important for your organization. So this comparison also really helps from a strategy perspective. And then again, identifying which tool to use when, right? This is also a very important exercise. And I think again, as we discussed in the previous slide, GitHub Copilot can be used for accelerating code writing. It can also help you uh, identify bugs in your code and fix those bugs for you. It can Bolt.new can be a very good tool for creating prototypes from user stories. Sonar Cube can also be very good in understanding the quality of your code, so that you are adhering to the proper coding standards. Jira, again, from a requirements perspective, to make your requirements clear, remove any scope creep. So the Jira AI can be very useful tool for that. Okay. Any questions from anyone before we go over the demo piece? Thing over here, we have a couple of big group of people over here as well, and then also online. If any questions. Okay. Okay, so now we have a very interesting demo. This demo will take about 15 minutes. And what we have is that there is a existing e-commerce website, and there is a requirement which we have recently got to create buy online, pick up in store feature as part of this e-commerce website. And so what we will do is we will use different tools as part of this live demo. We will start by utilizing Jira AI, and you will see how Jira AI can be used to uh, create child stories. It will be used to, create acceptance criteria, and it will use simple lines of requirements and create a proper requirement, right? And then we will use Bolt will be used to create prototypes of the screen. So, for example, with buy online, pick up in store, there will be changes in the checkout page. So, there will be a new select option available for the customer can choose buy online, pick up in store. They can select the store, the nearby store. They can now see the order in the order summary. They can see the pickup time. When can they go and pick up from the store? There'll be a store associate screen where the store associate can see uh, how many orders they need to fulfill so that they can deliver those orders in a specific day. So all those prototypes we will create as part of this Bolt.new tool. Then we will use WinSurf. We will use those prototypes and create the functions for those prototypes. We will create back-end functions, front-end code, and you will see how easy it is just using natural language processing. We will be able to create these functions. And then overall, from a team management perspective, we will use LinearB, and you will see how we can use this tool to manage the productivity, how the team is performing, how much time they are taking to complete certain tasks, and you will be able to see all this using this tool, right? So this is a very good demo, and for this, I would like to ask my colleague Rahul to first start with the Jira AI. But just one thing I want to add over here is that as part of this 15-minute demo, I know it is a very less time to complete all this thing in a live environment, but in 15 minutes also you will see that some of these developers they will be taking coffee breaks while the AI is working to create this code. So it is not like complete 15 minutes will be used by the developer to create this. So yes, Rahul, please, if you can
Yes.
carry on with this.
Thank you, Zephyr, for the handover. And I believe everybody can see my screen clearly.
Yes, it is visible.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you, team. Thank you. First of all, I would like to start with what Joseph rightly said. Yeah. I would like to continue on what Josefa rightly said, that it is not a disruption in terms of a technological advancement. Primarily, what it is an enabler. If it's anything more than that, it cannot be possible. The point of it is that whenever there is a solution, wherever there is a transformational technology at play, something like this, wherever a large amount of data can be put together in a very short span of time, that will always help the existing people who are doing the task itself. So by just I'll just give you a short demo in this. So this is primarily the Atlassian product Confluence. And as Josefa rightly mentioned that we are trying to pick up we are trying to create a buy online pickup at store into the BOPIS integration to an e-commerce platform. Now, primarily when you start with this activity, the first thing that you would like to do is to put together a vision document. Now, the Atlassian AI in itself, the AI capabilities, which is supported by OpenAI, and that comes along with the Jira Enterprise and professional editions. You can just type that, can you please give me a vision vision document for a buy online pickup in store e-commerce integration. If I just put this prompt, it will suggest me
Sorry,
all
Rohal, I
relevant.
mistakenly shared my screen. If you can take over the screen share. I
Oh,
think
okay.
it took went over mine.
No worries.
Stop. Presentation is still.
I believe now we can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. So I was just trying to put a vision document. Now, in its ideal senses, putting together a vision document just before this advent of LLM and AI was there, it used to take at least 2 to 3 days of time at least, or sometimes if not less than that. The point of that is to understand what is the vision, setting up the right objectives, key features, target audience. Before, there used to be a large to and fro movement between the clientele, the stakeholders, and the team itself. Now, with the click of just a button, I'm able to create an entire vision document, and I can also work around towards refining it. If I like to change the tone of it, I would like to make it shorter. If I like to make it longer, if I want to summarize the writing as well, it can do it for me. Also, the second most important aspect over here is the auditing capability. So let's say, first of all, I would select that, okay, this content is fine. I'm okay with this content. I'm ready to publish this. Now, I can also see that if, let's say, somebody like a senior uh, delivery manager or somebody who would like to see that this content is not in the right context and they would like to change that, you can just select the content in itself and click on improve writing. And it will start improving writing as well as it will start asking you anything else that you want with that. So if you say that along with this vision, can you add features and user stories specific to checkout integration and notifications module for both the sellers and the end user. So I've just given this prompt to explain it to it that I would like to have a slightly more detailed requirement or slightly more detailed vision. It understood that and it's giving me all the right features. It's giving me all the right user stories as well at some level in terms of like what kind of features will be there. It will be a seamless checkout process, order confirmation and summary, flexible payment options, real-time inventory updates, user interface, friendly interface, and so what all use cases that I need to have from an implementation standpoint or what all stories that I need to have, it's already created that for me. Now, quickly, I can just move from this and I can go to Jira, wherein let's say I pick up the first feature that will be part of this implementation is the checkout page. Now, I already have created an epic called the checkout page based on the information we got from Confluence. And I just go into the view detail side of it. Right. So now if you see, there is nothing written in the checkout page as such because we have left it for the AI to decide what content does it want. So I'll just click on slash, which prompts the AI intelligence for Jira. And now I can write that, please write BOPIS e-commerce checkout page story. along with acceptance criteria and any other relevant information. So it will now just create all that information for me with a click of a button. Initially, again, we had to do a lot of research to understand what kind of test cases would be involved, and modulate your acceptance criteria accordingly. And even then, you need to have some kind of an existing or a prior knowledge of the BOPIS e-commerce integration itself. Now, even if you do not have BA skills or you do not have project management skill, you are a soul and soul developer and you are good with what you do, you can add on to all the tasks that you would like to do with Jira with just a click of a button using Atlassian Intelligence. And it's given me all the right prompts, given me all the right features, functionalities, and in the right format as well, in the given when then format. Checkout, order confirmation, all these things. Now I can just insert it if I like it in whatever ways, and just click on save. Now, once I've saved, what I've done is I've given context to this entire user story. Why? Because now if I would like to create child stories or like along with this user story in itself, what kind of tasks would be involved, what kind of sub user stories would be there, what else should be there in it. So I could just click on suggest child issues. It will give me a list of all the possible child issues which it could think of in the first instance. And it will also allow you to think ahead and add some more if you want. And then you can choose to accept all, accept some in partiality, or if you'd like to change the tone as well. Like if I would like to say that, can you please be more specific on the checkout accessibility features along with some payment related features. If I just put it that, it will then change this entire task list into what it wants or what I am expecting out of it in terms of slightly more detail. It's doing all that. And the only thing that we have to do from this point in time and just click on this tick button so that if you want to choose it as story, as a task, or as a bug as well, you can choose it and just click on save and your job is done. So even for creating subtasks, creating user stories, it also does that. It is just a very good Scrum Master clubbed with all the project management skill necessary, and that too with the skills of a business analyst as well. Now, one more important feature which I would like you to show here is that, let's say a lot of commenting happens between teams when you're working on a project. So let's say I put the first comment that the acceptance criteria 1 needs to be adjusted by Mahavir. And I just put this comment directly. And then I would like to put some other comment I would like to also put that correction, the activity that follows or the activity that is the precursor of activity that's precursor of it is the acceptance criteria number 2. So like that, I've just put a couple of random comments, and what it allows me to do is that if I have, like, sometimes it goes to thousands of product owners replying, Scrum Masters replying, I'll just click on summarize, and this Atlassian Intelligence, it's smart enough so that whenever an audit is going on, it will just see that what has been the discussion happening, action items involved, adjusting surprise 1 by Mahavir, and noting that 2 is a precursor activity. So anybody who is new to Jira, anybody who is new to Atlassian side of the business and would like to understand all the things in a very short span of time, this is the key for it. Initially, for creating a single user story or a single feature as well, along with subtasks and tasks, would take 6 to 8 man hours of effort to any developer, or sorry, to any business analyst. And now it can be done with a click of a button, like 15-20 minutes refining that you can add on to it. So it's a good tool to have in terms of what kind of implementation that you can follow. Now, the biggest aspect of this all of Jira has always been a searching and sorting feature. Like reporting is a very big aspect of Jira. So let's say initially, what kind of questions do you ask in a reporting tool? Like what other user stories that are pending in sprint 1? When is the first sprint going to finish up, and what kind of stories are pending? How many stories are in to-do state? So if I just put it that what are the list of tasks pending for sprint, let's say, and if I click on go, you'll see that as and when I have clicked go, the entire filter structure will automatically align in terms of, what all filters do I need to set. Prior to this, we had to write detailed JQL queries, select the product, all the metadata needs to be adjusted, and it took a while in terms of setting the right report as such. But now, with just a click of a button, with just writing it in a conversational tone, I can still get the report structure in a click of a button. So this is again one of the bigger features or one of the biggest advantages of Atlassian intelligence at this point in time. One more thing which I wanted to show you from this side, on the Atlassian side, before we move on to the next product, is the automation side of it. So again, prior to the advent of Atlassian AI, every automation that was happening with Jira was majorly created with the help of rules. You need to have a trigger point. You also set an action. You also set a precondition, a cursor, and everything. Now you can just write it in a conversational tone. If you would like to see that before the sprint 1 is completed, or yeah, let's say once the sprint 1 is completed, assign all the stories to Mahavir. So what it will do is that initially we had to set up conditions, we had to set up triggers, precursor, matching items, the criteria, and then the work would happen primarily. Now it can just be done in a click of a button. Like when the sprint's completed, for issues in the sprint, assign issue to Mahavir. Simple. And it will update the statuses in runtime for all those user stories, for all those tasks, and they will automatically move to the next sprint. Like that, you can set up multiple rules that, once sprint 2 is completed, move it to sprint 3, or once the UI team has done their job on the tickets, please move it to the backend team, something like that. So you can set up roles, you can set up groups, you can set up people together, and then they can all, then you can play around with them in terms of automation rules, and it's a big game. Then you want whatever you want to do. This is one of the most important automation level features for Atlassian AI. And the last one that I wanted to show you was a diagram GPT. This is again a tool that we are following for a very long time now, since it has for the past 3-4 months now at least. What this tool primarily does is that when a lot of the time we have to create BRDs and FRDs and all those documents we do have to create. And in all those documents, we have to sometimes create a happy flow diagram or a Visio diagram or something like that. Now, this diagram GPT allows me to create all that in just a matter of a click. I'll just give you an example. This is again an artifact that goes along with the BRD itself. So let's say I will type that, please create a flow diagram for BOPIS eCommerce integration and the flow involving end user and sales executive. Yeah, I don't need to correct the spelling, but still, yeah. So in just a minute, it will create an entire flowchart. It will show me all the stages involved. It will give me all the right, at least an ideal flow would be created. On top of that, we can of course improvise. Again, since it's an enabler of sorts, we can just use it to create an happy flow. What kind of pages will be there? What kind of endpoints, like, start the project, browse products, add to cart, checkout, pickup location, order confirmation. And the more detailed my prompt is, the better will be the output that I can generate. And we can just take it, copy the image and put it in the BRD directly or the Confluence itself. So this is again a very good example of completing an entire documentation of a product or a project in a matter of clicks using Atlassian AI against both Jira and Confluence as well. And this has also multiple integrations with Slack AI, and also a lot of add-ons are also coming. But this all is bundled with their enterprise and the premium versions, which we have to take care of whilst using this. So yeah, that's it from my side, team. Any questions on this?
Okay, so thank you, Rahul, for this. So again, there are a few more people who have joined. Just to give a quick background, so we are working on a live demo. We are showcasing how to create BOPIS, buy online, pick up in store feature in a new in a existing e-commerce site. And we already, saw that how using one-liner requirement, we were able to create proper detailed requirement with child user stories, acceptance criteria. And also, Rahul gave a very good demo of some of the other features. So now Mahavir, one of my other colleague, he will come and he will be showing how we will take these user stories and create prototypes and then code development. So yes, Mahavir. And just one thing I would like to add is in the previous demo, when you saw the Jira, what we have done is that with some of our customers, we have also integrated Jira with other tools like Teams, Zoom. So when you are doing meetings with your business team, now those requirements can directly come to Jira. So you don't have to move those requirements as well. So with these integrations, you can make these flows much better and the adoption makes much easier within your organization.
Rahul and team, able to hear me?
Yeah, Mohan.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Hey, this is Mohan here. I'll walk through with as you guys see how Rahul did to groom the requirements. Now the requirements is hand over to the from the UX developers, from the developers, and then how it is going to be live. The complete cycle, like the particular. Take an example of BOPIS, what we are discussing about it, right? How to migrate from requirement to build a prototype and send the prototype to the business to get an approval or cycling it, and then it's approved how to put it into the developer to develop the code using these AI tools. Yeah, of course, I will go through certain metrics which you can able to see there. Let me go through the part. You guys able to see my screen, right? There's a lot of AI tools are available here. Right? Good. So a lot of AI tools are available. This is one of the statistics which I want to show here, right? This Amazon Q developers also, it's one of the coder tool is available, which can be turned, for example, like if you want to upgrade any projects, the productivity of the developers can increase. The speed up of the developers is going to up to 80% for developing any new features, bug fixing, or understanding the existing. See, the one of the interesting tool which I see when I do research for these tools, right? Understanding someone written the code, like what's happening there, the context, to see like what he built in, how to get knowledge use of it, right? Even and the same pattern I need to develop on it. Initial days it will take time to go through all the lines of code to understanding on it. So now these tools comes with real speed, and they can able to narrate the story of what is this project meant for, what is the architecture, and what is the best practices has to follow, how the loggings and unit test cases are written. All the features has to be written understandable by the bot, by the agent, and is able to tell us as well. So this is one statistics, and even they can give another statistics, right? So simple, if you have upgrade from Java 8 to Java version 11 in initial days, it will like a huge efforts which we to do a lot of times. Now with these tools we can able to do in matter of 2 to 3 days, along with unit test cases and all. So these are all the tools which is available. So I will go through a couple of tools which I used to it here. So it's the Bolt which I'm trying to say. You can say why I took a Bolt, but you have a lot of other tools which can be useful here. So this demo, I built the site which you guys able to see, the e-commerce site here, the small commerce demo site, which is built using the same tool only, and not just giving an instruction. If you see, I think when a Rahul give a demo, he is giving more professional in typing it, but you see my chat, it is not like that. I just asking here build the site, it will work normal languages, it will start understanding and start building it, and even it will create a nice plan out of it, right? What are the steps you guys have to do, what are the things you can able to see here, what are the things you need to be do. All the informations will be established here as part of the instructions, or you can call it as a plan. Once you agree the plan and ask the bot to start writing the code. So that's where I built this small e-commerce website, just a prototyping site, and you can able to see it says add to the product. All the pages will be there. You can simple product in the cart page, and you have add to cart. why I'm going to show that, I'll show you in the checkout page in this prototype. I don't have the BOPIS feature. You can able to see here, and you do proceed checkout. One of the requirement now we have to add a BOPIS feature in the checkout page, where the customer can able to choose either delivery or pickup in store option, and they can able to place an order here. But here in this scenario, we don't have option here now in the site. Now I'm going to talk about that. The requirement in a simple way, right? So I'm taking this functional UI prototype and taking these comments, and I put it here in chat. Okay, one why coming like this. Even it will take images also like this, right? In checkout flow, store locator features and summary, all like this, right? So it will go through my comments and start understanding it. It will give me the complete plan and start writing the code for me as well. And another advantages of here, right? If I'm building something, if I see some errors coming, maybe reference of one page component, another page components are missing, or even some issues at the runtime. So it automatically prompt me there itself, hey, this is your issue. Can I proceed to fix it? If you want to review the issue, or you can say like, no, I don't have time to go and fix it, then he will go and correct fixes and come back to you as well with the right things. I think I have a network issue here. No. Right?
Mhm.
Code already built, right? So how we can integrate that code and we can. Yeah, I will come to that next step. This is just like I'm using a browser-based tool agent, which you can able to build the features. That's what we use for the prototyping. Basically, like if we want to build some immediately, for example, like if a Murtuza or someone going in the sales side, they're talking about something, they can build the prototype immediately and brainstorm with the customer, this is what your expectations, and update accordingly. They come up with the exact requirements and hand out to the developers to get start of it, right? So in this scenario, like this kind of tools can be used with browser friendly. Even you don't need to be a coder for that.
After this demo, we will also go over one of our case study, which is where we have, integrated these tools with their enterprise level solutions, right? And so once we integrated these AI products in their solutions, we are able to edit their code as well, right? So we'll go over that as well.
See, it said it's completed, but I didn't see the option was not there. So I'm saying like pickup store option not appearing.
So you have made this whole site
In the prompt.
using just prompt here.
Hey, I had a question. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it's Assad here. My question is basically, to what extent is this like a toy for like prototypes and concepts? And to what extent is this like working code? So for example, if I have an existing code base, how well does it understand existing code and structures and, if code's messy or doesn't have comments or whatnot?
I'll come through. Yeah. So
Okay.
this will be built up as part of it. I will go through. There is a multiple other agents are available. There are using a lot of bots available in the market, right? As I said, Amazon Q Coder also will help us, and we do have a lot of other. WinSurf is one of the tools. If you see, a lot of bots are available. GPT-4 and Claude bases, and
Yeah.
recently last week, I think 2 days before, deep fake from Chinese, another open source model came. Now with that model we can build our custom own agent as well. That's all. I will show you the statistics here. So this is come to the really interesting part, right? The Bolt and all, like even a non-coded developer. Here it is for actual developer who is working on building the application for you, right? So here they can take, it's a simple VSS code along with the WinSurf extension is added here, and you can able to see my chat during the demo. Like I built it here. This site can be incorporated here as well. So I'll go to the site. You can able to see my site here, right? This is built using this WinSurf tool. Okay, so I got it. I told the same instruction. Understanding this, it will go. So if you have see the chat here, in the chat, for example, let's assume this is an existing code, right? I'm a new person coming and writing the code. I said I want to understand this workspace and technology used for this project, and what are the improve improvements and possible. Just asking something, right? I'll do maximize it. So I'm just asking it, then it will explain me completely about this workspace, what is happening, what's happening there. It will go through the complete code and analysis. It give me the complete picture of it. And it will guide you also. I will tell you the couple of better use cases how to use this IDE, right? So if you start directly typing it in this IDE, then it behaves slightly weird. Okay, so one or two times similar like open chat GPT, you guys are asking something to give something, but certain settings you guys have to do, then it will be give nice prompting for you as well, nice answering for you as well. So, Saad, like you asked a question, right? So it will go and understand the workspace and tell what are the frameworks which I have used, and what is that I'm built out of it. What are the commerce tools I used for connecting my e-commerce engine? What is my UI libraries used? Front end handling and testing. What I have used, state management, and even I asked for what are the areas to improve my code. So it will give you all these features as well. Okay. So in this IDE, whenever you start working on it, you can able to see the WinSurf setting. You have to see the workplace A rules. So edit the rules which I told this guy, this agent, right? Hey, I'm building an e-commerce application. You work me like as an e-commerce agent, right? So it's my co-buddy. So he will tell like, okay, this is your context for this workspace, what you are trying to achieve. So I put all the things here, what I'm going to use, what is my e-commerce application. So I told you are my developer assistant for my e-commerce platform, and I'm instructing like always you follow the project specific instructions what I'm going to give. So you can build those files. Like sometimes I used to build the instructions also. Another one is I used to call instruction files. So you can able to see this is another project which I am doing it actually. So I created that building an enterprise application which I need to follow integrated with OpenAI LLM, all like applications. Even I gave what is my core features which I'm trying to achieve, and technical architecture, and my backend stack, front end stack. Even this also generated by this guy only, but this agent only. And I say what is my app structure and what is my architecture is meant for. And even I gave my sample code. So someone will see this code. It is looks like the way Mahavir written, right? So my pattern I gave it to him. So you have to follow like this. This is what, yeah, this is what the template which you need to follow. All these informations which I given here as part of the examples log files, what you need to do. So it will go and create the structures completely out of it from the equation. Okay, so I already built for that feature. So let's go to the pages here. I integrate with commerce tools. If I go to any products, it's fetching from the commerce tools, and I click add to cart. You can, even if you have any APIs available with the key, any commerce platform, you can able to hook up in the lively. Even not even single line of code you need to write return here, and then cart page, proceed to checkout, and you are able to see now delivery and store pickup options will be available. I not hooked up the Google Map AI here, but yeah, once it is hooked up, you can able to see the store location pickup. This is actual implementation. The coding, if you see what you built in delivery store pickup piece of code, comparing it is similarly exactly what I've written in the past. Commerce tool, job
do not have that feature.
Correct.
So now your,
The-
prompting.
Yep. Correct. If you see my chat, initially I gave this prompt. So let me
So,
go.
I think this is something which I remember about 3-4 years back, like to add the Google feature, Google Map feature, we would charge them like 2-3 weeks, right?
Yeah. Now this is done in matter of seconds. So if you see here, I put my prompt here. If you see, I said I want to pick up in store options, which is Rahul built a story. So the bot automatically, the agent, my buddy gets started implementing, right? It will go scan my code base wherever I use the store application, store system, understanding it. He said like, okay, you are not at all created a store. So it started creating my files. So you can able to see the code. My type system is defined, understand what is my e-commerce platform using it and setting up the React context and even the map what is trying to do, and it will give me the message.
Mahavir, I have a question. Can I ask?
Just a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
What is this? I give overview.
Then
It will align with you, right? Otherwise, this model is a broader model, right? You will always get confused. So yeah, it knows everything. Your job is like you have to give the context. That is a key thing for the developer, right? The instruction and the context you set it up, then automatically it will follow you. Whatever, even if you type something, it will understand. If you see here, I didn't tell anything. Yeah. Yep, and must for asking a question. So I'll built it. Even I see error, the error message it's automatically picked up and fix it. That he's saying right. I integrated the Google API. You need to give a API, then automatically works. So that's why the API key I didn't provide it for him actually yet. Even it give the steps how to where to generate API keys to everything. So this is a thing which you can be easily. Then I will go for one more tool for LinearB.
Okay. Sorry, I think we can go over all the questions after the presentation. So just 5-10 more minutes and then we'll go over the questions.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Usako. So LinearB is like engineering tools, which is a lot of tools are available, right? Purple Site and Jellyfish and LinearB. This is one of the which I am recommending. LinearB, we are talking about it here because McDonald's, even commerce tools, even other customers, they are heavily using these tools to track the developer performance as well as the project performance. So basically, like these tools can understand if you see right how is there is my team is performing efficiently, is there is my project met the business goals on time. So the work can be start where the developer accepting the code, start writing it, how long he is doing a coding, and how long he took to pick up any work which I give it to him, and how much time he spent in the review process, right? If a peer review something happening, code review process happening, and how long it will go to deploy. So it will give a complete metrics, and each stage, each step of your team is doing what is happening here. Even if I click here, it will go to my all the request of the system. He said this particular feature, some unified app, someone did a coding for 35 days. That's not looks good. So pickup time, all those things is going on, right? So that's the thing. And you can find the people who are all working on during the time your team, what's happening there, why he got stuck. This really helpful for the scrum masters or even BS and can able to understand, go solve the problems talking to the team and make this productivity is more. So it will be like that. There is
those forecasting features.
yeah, that is there, but right now I'm in the trial version. It is not there. So you can able to see a lot of other versions. If you guys want to there, I can set up one-to-one call. I'll walk through with you this LinearB and Purple Site and Jellyfish also. A lot of 10 different tools are available, but these three is very famous. A lot of enterprise customers are using it right now.
this tool and we can much faster.
Correct. And this will show the productivity you can able to see. You want to go to the PPT, sir?
Yeah. I will.
You want to connect your system? Okay. Someone have one question, right? Sorry, I stopped it in between.
It was me, Mahavir.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back. Actually, the question I had for that Bolt.new thing. Okay, can you please go to that tab?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so there you showed us the the project structure and stuff like that. So there I saw that instruction.md file. So is there a way that we can put an option to select the language? Like there
Yeah,
I saw that you provided that React.js or the Next.js and the other things. So let's say if I want to, build my site using the Java or the Python or any other language. So is there an
you,
option that I can put it
yeah,
there?
you can. This is which I see. That is the advantage. So Bolt and Replit have a limitations. So still there in the version of 2022. So and they're using very lightweight browsing tools. But if you go for the IDE based things, then it will be you can use any language. Here I used for this one, I can able to tell them go start a project for Python, start a project for Java, start a project for .NET. It will be very useful for you guys as well. This is same VSS code. I hope a lot of people are nowadays we are using, right, Visual Studio Editor or VSS code. You can write any programming languages, anything is happening. Even you can do deployments, all will be auto, so all button click away. Actually, even me and Usef have a discussion, so still we are prompting, but now we are going for a voice. You can sit and give an instruction through voice and start writing out of it.
And same is the case for the database as well, like which
Yes,
database to use.
yes. So if you see, I here I'll go another workspace, which I have used for a lot of other workspaces also in the services and build applications. Mhm. Yeah,
Have,
give
have,
me time. I'll connect with you guys separately. Yeah, you can talk to me in time. I'll update, help you out of it.
Thank you, Mahavir.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Mavi.
I'll hand out to Usefa for the remaining slides and we'll catch up for Q again. Yep. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so we have just, let me just open it.
Okay, so thank you, Rahul and Mahavir, for this amazing demo. So we there are a couple of slides and then we will directly jump into the quiz. So again, there are 3 gift cards we have, which we can award as part of this quiz. So I think we saw the demo. We saw that these tools are very important. Again, these tools are not replacing the engineers, right? They are empowering these engineers so that they can focus their energy on more important tasks, on more innovative tasks, right? That is the main idea we are trying to bring over here. Now, adoption. Again, these tools are good, but adoption and training is very important, right? So if your team is not utilizing these tools,
Share your PPT.
oh, sorry, let me share this screen. I think it is not.
End the presentation.
And the presentation.
End the slideshow.
yeah, it's sharing your
When
team
I'm
slide.
clicking the presentation.
Yeah, it's sharing. It's sharing your team screen.
It's not coming.
Oh yeah. Okay, so for adoption, there are this is a proposed adoption steps which Royal Cyber brings. And so the number one thing is the strategy and readiness assessment. So within your organization, how do you identify the right tools which are good for your organization, right? That is very important. And then how do you select a pilot program, right? So instead of like going, I mean, all in one, I mean, how do you start with a small project? See, I mean, how these tools are helping, see the progress and monitor the matrix, and then go over, I mean, other projects as well. Integration with existing tech, that is also very important. Like as I discussed previously, that for one of our customers, we integrated the Atlassian AI and Jira with Zoom and Teams so that the requirements can flow very nicely to these tools. So, and also, I mean, there were a few questions on how we can integrate these tools with our current stack. And all these enterprises, they will have their own technology stack, right? So it is very important that how do you seamlessly integrate these tools so that you can get the full power of these tools. And then training and enablement, definitely that is the core, right? I mean, if your team is trained on these tools, they know exactly, I mean, how to utilize these tools in a right way. That is where, I mean, you will get the main benefit. Now, these are the some of the metrics which you can monitor on a day-to-day or regular basis. Like development speed is there. Like, are you improving in your development speed? Your code quality, is it improving over time? Right? That is the one of the very important metric. Productivity gains, are your team, I mean, becoming, they are working on a few taking few time to complete more task, right? So your productivity is increasing. This is where I think you can monitor. And then the crux is the business impact, right? The cost savings, revenue growth. Because if you measure that on a regular basis, if you are now utilizing few resources to complete more tasks, definitely there is cost saving, there is revenue growth, and this is where you will get your proper return on investment. So measuring these things is also very important. Now, how Royal Cyber can help? We are a partner. We have been working on digital transformation and are leader for over 20 years. We are partnering with Microsoft on Copilot. We have partnered with Salesforce on Agentforce. We have partnership with Google, AWS. So with all this partnership, with our strength on integration, we can help companies in the strategy phase, identify those tools which are good for them, integrate those tools within their current technology stack, help them with training, monitor on a regular day-to-day basis so that we can see that they are progressing. And we are already using these tools in almost all our projects. So almost all our projects, we are using this tool, and it is really helping us boost the productivity. So this is where I think we can bring this knowledge, and we already have these three very strong packages available: Quick Start, Growth AI, Enterprise, and we can talk about these packages as well. Now, finally, I think before we end, I would like to go over a case study. GWA Group, they manufacture bathroom supplies based out of Australia. Very big company. They have multiple brands. They use different tools. For example, for commerce, they use a tool called Commerce Tools. They have a middleware application. They have a ERP application, CRM application. So we help them identify a project. We implemented these tools. The tools which we use were LinearB. We used I think we use WinServe, right? WinServe for a code, and then we also use our own Royal Cyber AI test automation tool, which automates test user test cases before the release cycle. So I think, I mean, with our tool also, we were able to reduce the release cycles as well, right? So there were less, I mean, bugs as part of the releases. So this, all this, I think we have deployed, and you can see the benefits as well. Dev time reduced by 35%, cycle time 28%, 45%. So we can also, if you have any questions, we can also go over some of these case studies, what we are doing with other customers, and show you how we have achieved success with them. Okay. Okay, guys, I think that's it. Thank you again for joining this session. I hope this was very interesting for everyone to understand. And now we have a quiz. So let me open the quiz for you guys. And again, we have
Thank you so
three
much.
prizes. We have 60 people online and about 20 people over here. So it is a competition between 80 people. So I think you can do the math. Yes, I think before I start, any questions, guys, for any one of us on this presentation?
No.
I think I see there is one question, right, which came.
I know I had a,
No?
I
Okay.
had a
I
just
think I see something is
experience
coming in the
question.
chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just continue this quiz, guys. Just a second. Click on continue, right? I think here.
Starts now.
Okay.
Oh, so you have to scan this barcode. And once you scan this barcode, or you can go to this URL and put this number. Okay, so I will wait for a minute or two just to give everyone chance to join, and then we will start this quiz.
While we're waiting, I said a question with all the different developer tools. Do you guys have any experience with
Oh
trusting
yes,
the
I think
tools?
this entire demo presentation
Yeah.
was developed using AI tools. So
Okay.
just to mention that AI is now definitely a very important, it's playing a very important role in our day-to-day life.
Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Okay, so we have 20, see, I mean,
Hello.
21, 22, I think this number is still increasing. That's great.
You want to get the choice.
Oh yeah, lots of people joining.
Marvin is also joining.
Madhukar,
How can
that is Madhukar.
you have made this quiz, so you should not do that.
So that's what
Javier,
Madhukar said, right? So
yeah,
this
can you guys hear me
entire
or no?
presentation, even the quiz questions, all
Everything is AI.
everything
Created by
yeah,
AI.
even
Can you guys hear
write
me or
single
no?
line, single thing, even present PPT itself.
Okay, so we have, I think, crossed.
I guess not.
Okay, a few people are still joining, but again, guys, we have limited time. So let me start. But still, I think people who are joining can still join. That is not a problem. So let me start the quiz, huh?
Okay, go.
3, 2, 1, go. Very close.
We have to wait for that AI has to tell. Which AI has to tell us? Who will tell us? It doesn't matter who did the first, who did 10 questions right.
With multiple people, we can do fastest.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it saying? Why am I going down?
Because other people are coming up. Maybe your answer is wrong. No, answers were all correct.
I think all answers are correct.
Yes, I got all correct.
Then I think fastest.
Fastest.
So
Yeah, no, this is bad.
No, but you might have a wrong answer, sir.
There is no wrong answer. Everybody.
Everything is correct. No, this is AI based, so it's doing some kind of calculation. What is the time? Yeah. What is the?
Can you guys hear me or no?
Is it going to say?
It's all mute. It's on mute.
before answering.
Oh, everybody is done.
I guess not.
Everybody is running to the end.
Okay, how do we know that everybody's done?
81%.
That's actually 81% of everyone.
But now it is not changing.
But whoever is.
No, okay. I did. Let's just try 36 participants, right? So. Rahul is the last one.
Okay, I think everybody's done, right? So I think if anybody's not done, please if you can let us know on the chat or on the mic if they need more time. Okay, so let me then
Yeah,
end
that's
this. Acha, we are not done. Okay.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
There were bonus points as well.
Yes, AJ, we can hear you.
No, 10 questions.
I think the guys in the room can
Okay, guys.
hear.
Okay, so Akshay, AJ is first, Murtuza second, and Akshay third. So thank you guys again for joining this event, and please let us know. I mean, if you have any questions. Thank you. Thanks everyone.